Welcome to the Distance Learning Christmas sessions. We thought it would be fun to look at 3 carols. I've chosen one which was down for this Christmas anyway, the Rutter Star Carol, which will be our 3rd session. One which has appeared on the choir suggestion list before but has never quite made it to the programme, which is the Tchaikovsky Crown of Roses, which will be next week. And one which, while great fun, is a bit tricky to learn from scratch in a short rehearsal period like we normally have. This is Mathias, A Boy is Born, and that is today's offering. I'm not offering new warm-ups now, as it's possible to use the ones which have previously been issued. The Mathias is the first carol on page 4 of Carols for Choirs 3, or if you're using the white carol books, the 100 Carols for Choirs, it's on page 6. In both cases, the first carol in the book. I refer to the Carols for Choir 3 page numbers, so if you're using the white books, please just add 2 to the page number. The piece is marked Giocoso alla danza, jolly like a dance, and that's the key to the feel of the piece. Whether it's soft or loud, it should feel dance-like. The accompaniment is very syncopated, and if you pay attention to that rather than to my beat, it'll be very easy to get derailed. Please note the tied note at the start of the 3rd line. We're going to treat this as the bring-off, and every other time there's a tied quaver on the first beat of the bar at the end of a long note, that will be the bring-off. The thing that requires concentration and practice in this piece is the rhythms. Most of the notes are relatively easy. So to be careful to learn the rhythms in the early parts of each verse. For instance, in the first 2 phrases. A boy is born all over May. So the all comes before the beat and feels slightly strange. And then the second phrase particularly, to bring salvation unto us. So be careful with those. The text, as you will see, is a macaronic. That means it mixes English and Latin texts. When you get to the repeated Veni Creator words, put the S of spiritus on the last quaver each time and grab a quick breath. So that's Veni Creator Spiritus, Veni Creator, etc. Similarly, the second chorus on page 7, a quick breath after Trinitas each time. At the end of page 7, the page turn is especially designed to fool the basses. Remember to find your E and count as you turn the page. It's very easy to turn the page over and then forget how many beats there have been on that chord before you turned. So be ready for that. It's a classic catch. And you can sound a bit stern here. At the end of the second line, the gold and myrrh and frankincense line is trickier than it looks. Make sure you've got it. The accompaniment doesn't really help there very much. The chorus at the end of page 8, each part breathe at the commas, and then when you get to the repeated cardine, cardine, make sure the last note of each cardine is a full crotchet. It'd be easy to snatch here, so not cardine, cardine, but cardine, cardine. Again, at the Latin chorus, breathe at the commas. Make sure of the hemiola rhythm at the top of page 11. So we're going Gloria tibi Domine, Gloria, 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 Gloria. No slow up and a sudden bring off. That pause is after you stop singing, not on your note. Verse 5 starts the same as verse 1. Then on page 13, when you get to the chorus, it becomes a big overlap. Each part still taking a quick breath at the commas. On page 14, check your notes on the final Noel and then remember to count for the bring-off with the final piano chord. Hope you will enjoy looking at this carol, which I hope we will be able to use in the December 2021 carol concert. Now that seems a long way off at the moment. I'm recording this on the first day of the new lockdown, so yes. When you've done some work on it, you might like to watch the YouTube of the piece. I've chosen a version sung by a choral society and with the orchestral accompaniment, which is fun to hear. See you next week.